going on, everybody? It's Kanye, and in today's video I'm going to show you how to be making the best two-way playmaking point guard build in NBA 2K22 Currentgen. Now I know we see the two-way playmaker build used a lot, and it's not really a rare build or an unheard of build, but it is a very effective build. So I'm going to be showing y'all how to optimize that and make it the best it could possibly be, but also for the people that aren't necessarily looking how to make the best two-way playmaker and they're looking for rare builds. If you skip to later in this video, I'm going to show you how to use the same pie chart and make a similar build with a more rare name that's just as good. So let's get started. Obviously we're going to go to the point guard position. Handedness is up to you, jersey number is up to you. Now for the skill pie chart, obviously I told you we're going to be doing the two-way playmaker pie chart, which is the even red-yellow pie chart. For physical profile, you are going to be a good dunker. The red-yellow pie chart does give you a good dunking ability, so we're going to go with the speed and vert. Next, we get to our attribute application. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to upgrade your close shot all the way, max your driving layup, max your driving dunk, take your standing dunk up to 41, and that's going to get us 10 finishing badges. For the shooting, we're going to max the mid-range shot, max the three-point shot, max the free throw, and then up the post fade until we have 8 shooting badges, so up it to 41 as well. For playmaking, you're going to max your pass accuracy, max your ball handle, and then you're going to go down to defense and rebounding. You're going to max your perimeter defense, max your lateral quickness, max your steal, max your defensive rebound, and then put the last 3 on post control, and you will get a 21st playmaking badge. So you can see here, we're going to have 10 finishing badges, 8 shooting badges, 21 playmaking badges, 19 defensive rebounding badges. The main reason I wanted to bring this video, y'all, is because in some of my other point guard videos, I'm showing you how to make builds using the blue-green pie charts that don't have very much defense. So I'm showing you how to use, a green-red, and it doesn't have very much playmaking. So this is honestly, if you want to be a true, pure point guard, play make and play good defense, scoring is going to be secondary. This is your amazing build to make, best build to make by far as overall ability. That being said, what is underrated about this build is how well it can still score the ball. I mean, if we look, right, before even adjusting the height or whatever, we're going to have a 66 3 ball. So you're going to see, a 66 3 ball you can green with. Maybe not, like a play shot, obviously, but we've seen that you can green with a 3 ball in the 50s. So a 66 3 ball really isn't that bad. Not to mention at 99, it's going to go up. You look at your driving dunk. We're going to be able to get contact dunks on this build by the time I'm done with it. So that being said, let's go ahead and go into the physicals. So before we go any further, I want to tell you all, if you want to make this build, make sure you're making it in the metric system. The metric system is going to allow us to stay under 6'5", but get that +1 on our driving dunk, which we need. And the reason we need to stay under 6'5" is for some of the elite dribble moves, you have to be below 6'5". So before you go any further in this build or you try to make this build, make sure you're in the metric system. For body shape, doesn't matter. We'll go compact. So we're going to go up here until we get that +1 on our driving dunk. 1.94 meters is still less than 6'5", so we're going to go 1.94 meters. We're going to minimize the weight to get the speed up as high as we possibly can. At the same time, in reality, you only need a 91 speed starting out. Basically, what that means is because you get a +4 when you hit 99, and then if you do your Gatorade workouts, you can get a +4 to have on top of that, so that would be +8. So 91 + 8 is 99 speed. So that being said, if you want to make this build for 99, don't minimize your weight and just keep the couple extra strength points you can get. But if you want to be as fast as possible to begin with, go ahead and minimize your weight. Now for wingspan, we're gonna have to max the wingspan out in order to get contact dunks at 99 overall. That being said, you can take it down to 214, but realistically, if you go max, you're going to lose 1 on your mid-range, but gain 1 on a lot of the defensive stats. So I will go ahead and go to 216 centimeters for your wingspan. You're going to be able to get contact dunks at 99. Your mid-range shot will be a 75 at 99, and your three-point will be a 68, which is really good. Your ball handling stays at 85, even with a max wingspan, which means you get all the dribble moves you could possibly want to begin with. And your perimeter defensive stats are all high 80s and will be in the 90s once you hit 99 overall, including a 98 steal at 99 overall, which is insane. And we look at the physicals, right? 93 speed, 92 acceleration, 88 vertical. You add on 8 to all those, you're going to have over 100 speed, you're going to have 100 acceleration, and you're going to have a 96 vert. And you're just under 6'5", which is crazy. For playmaking options, or not playmaking options, you see which one I prefer. For takeover options, you got lockdown defender, you got playmaker, you got slasher, and you got shot creator. Now, obviously, you got great playmaking ability already, but if I'm making this build, I'm making it to be a pure point guard, so I would probably go with playmaking take. That being said, if you want to up your scoring ability just a little bit, go ahead and throw on slashing take, and you'll have contact dunks when you're ever on takeover, even before 99 overall. So you can do that. Lastly, lockdown defender, you've already got high 80s defense, so you don't necessarily need this, but it is an option you have. So let's go ahead and go with playmaking take. And we're going to see here that we have created, as expected, a two-way playmaker. Now, in my opinion, this is by far the best way to make this build, but there are other ways you can make it that have their own, kind of unique style to them, and they've got a unique name, a rare name, and they can be just as fun and just as good to play on. So let me hop back a couple steps in the builder, and I'll go ahead and show you what else we can come up with. All right, so we're back at this point in the builder. Everything on this is still the same as it was for the two-way playmaker build, but the only thing I changed, I lowered the pass accuracy to 78 and I put it on post control. Now you're going to see we lose 3 playmaking badges. But that being said, we're going to get a much rarer build name, and we're going to be a little bit different than the two-way playmaker build. If you want to make sure you don't lose those 3 playmaking badges, if you've hit level 39 in seasons 2, 3, 4, or 5 now, you have an extra badge point. Go ahead and throw it on playmaking, and you'll make up what you lost, and you'll still get your rare name. So we've lowered the pass accuracy and up the post control. We're going to up our height to about 1.97 or 1.98. I'm going to go with 1.97. And then we're going to lower our weight to minimum, and we're going to max out our wingspan again. You're going to see our attribute points and attribute ratings really aren't that different. We still have the above 80 ball handle, so we'll get good dribble moves. We don't have the 85 yet, so we can't get those, but we're above 6'5" now. So regardless, we aren't going to get the below 6'5" dribble moves anyway. Our driving dunk at 98, we're going to get contacts. We're still going to have a mid-60s 3 ball at 99, and we're going to have a mid-70s mid-range at 99. We still get a 99 speed at 99 overall after the Gatorade workout, and the perimeter defensive stats are still great. So really, you haven't lost much, if anything at all, and you've gained a lot of height. So you're gaining height, you don't really lose much in the attribute side of things or the physical side of things, and we're going to get a rare name out of this. You do have the same takeover options. I'm going to go with slash and take just because we're bigger this time, and you're going to see that we've made a two-way tempo pusher. Now, this version of the build is the one I actually play on, and it is a lot of fun. For example, you're taller than most other point guards. Most people are running on play shots that are like 6'2", 6'1" anymore. They keep getting shorter and shorter. So when you're on a 6'6" point guard that has a 91 speed to begin with, and it has elite ball handling, it's going to be able to finish at the rim. Even without contact dunks, you're going to get dunk animations over these little guys. You're going to get good layup animations. And when you're on slashing badge, you can do contact dunks. But that's besides the point. You're also so long defensively, being 6'6" with a max wingspan, that you're going to be able to clamp up anyone you're guarding. So this is really, a pure lockdown, playmaking, pure point guard, pure point guard build. You're going to set up your teammates. You can finish at the rim. You can shoot a little bit off the catch, and you can play lockdown defense. Now, I'm going to go ahead and go back to the builder one more time, and I'll show you all one more rare version of this build. And once we do that, we'll wrap it up. Y'all can look at the 3, see which one you like the best, and we'll go from there. But I'll meet y'all back in the builder. Okay, so we're back in this part of the builder for the third and final time this video. We still have it set up on the two-way tempo pusher style. This third variant is also going to be a rare build name, and you're going to see we are going to tank on some badges, but the reason is because we're going to become more of an all-around defender. So we're going to knock down steal, lateral quickness, and perimeter defense all down to 75, and we're going to max our interior defense, max our block, and up the offensive rebound to 44. We went from 19 defensive badges down to 11. That being said, you lose 8, you can get 4 of those back if you've hit level 39 in seasons 2, 3, 4, and 5. Even though you're losing those badges, what you're gaining is the ability to guard 1 through 5 now, instead of just being a guard that can guard guards. So we're going to be taller. We're going to have that ability to guard, big men. So that means now when we're in the pick and pop and pick and roll situations, if we don't have to worry about necessarily fighting through screens, we can do the switch to where now if you have a glass fin on your team that has good lateral quickness as well, he can pick up the guard and you can switch off onto the big if that's easier. So it just really kind of diversifies and opens up your options defensively. So that being said, let's get into the physicals. Since you are going to want to be able to kind of guard big men on occasion, go ahead and go with the built body type for the height. Now, we are going to lose some abilities in other spots, but we're going to go to 1.99 meters. This is going to be anywhere from, I believe, 6'7" to 6'8". You look at our shooting numbers and our finishing numbers, those aren't really that impacted. Our ball handling takes a hit, and our defensive numbers are impacted heavily by this. Our physicals, we only lose a little bit of speed for as much height as we gain, which is great. So weight, you're going to max your weight because that's going to give you the best interior defense. And for your wingspan, we're going to max the wingspan. So when we look at this, right, you're going to see now you still get your contact dunks at 98 overall. You're still going to have a good mid-range and 3-ball compared to the other 2 builds. It's still going to be just as good. Your playmaking, you're not going to get your 85 ball handle now at 99. You can knock down the wingspan to 217 to get that 85 ball handle, but if you want to max it, you'll just kind of boost your defensive stats a little bit more. That being said, if the 85 ball handle means a lot to you, you don't lose contact dunks if you go down to 217. Your defensive stats just take a little bit of a hit. Either way, I'm going to go ahead and max the wingspan. You're going to see here we have a 75 perimeter defense, 75 lateral quickness, 73 steal, 68 block, 80 defensive rebounds, 61 interior defense, and this is at like around 6'7", 6'8". So that means you're going to be, really good at guarding any spot on the floor. And once you get your 99 overall and add, your +4s to all those attributes, is going to be solid. Not to mention you're going to be able to move around with, at 99 overall with your +4 from your Gatorade boost, you're going to have a +8 total, which means you're going to have a 93 speed at around 6'7", 6'8" in height. That's really good. And so once we get into here, we're going to see we got takeover options that are the exact same as before. So you're not limiting yourself takeover-wise either. It's the same exact takeover options. I would say, since you did lose the ball handling ability a little bit, go ahead and throw playmaking take. That being said, if you're upset that you lost a little bit of your perimeter defense ability, throw on lockdown. That's fine too. I'm going to go with playmaking take. And you're going to see now we've made a build that is called an offense initiator. Now, I don't know about you all, but I haven't seen very many of these. I know they can be a solid sleeper build. And they can have an impact on the court, and they can be unique in your own way, and you can play your own way. Speaking of sleeper builds, I know you all have seen may have seen that I have a sleeper build series I've been working on. I've kind of quit making videos for that just because the videos haven't done as well. If y'all want me to continue that series, leave a comment down below saying, let's continue the sleeper build series, because I do have some builds that I want to put on that series, but I'm not putting them out yet just because I want to make sure that's something y'all want. Along with that, if y'all enjoyed this video, please don't hesitate to like and subscribe. I've had so much fun making these videos for y'all, and the channel is still growing. We're on the up and up, and you guys are just being so supportive, and it's much appreciated. But that being said, if y'all liked any of these builds, you tried moving the attributes around in a different way and you got an even rarer name, let me know in the comments. Also, if y'all try one of these builds and you really enjoy it, leave that in the comments. Let me know what you think about it. But that being said, y'all go out there and keep hooping, and y'all have a good one. I'll see you on the courts.